Imagine this. You're just a kid, maybe a teenager, minding your own business, and then, one day you hear a voice. Not just any voice. It feels like it's coming from the very fabric of the universe, and it says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." This isn't the start of a fantasy novel. This is the true story of a man named Jeremiah, and his first reaction? Total panic. He tells God, "I can't do this, I'm just a kid. I don't know how to speak to people." I think we can all relate to that feeling, right? That voice in our head telling us we're not good enough, not ready. But God's reply was simple and powerful. "Do not be afraid, I am with you." And just like that, Jeremiah's life was turned upside down. He was given one of the toughest jobs in history, to be a prophet to a nation on the brink of collapse. His own people, the kingdom of Judah, had turned their backs on their values, their faith, and each other. They were chasing power, wealth, and idols, speeding toward a cliff they couldn't even see. Jeremiah's job was to be the warning sign. He had to stand in the middle of the street and shout, "Turn back, you're going the wrong way." For 40 years he pleaded, he cried, he warned them. And how did they thank him? They hated him for it. They called him a traitor, a liar, a buzzkill. His friends abandoned him. His family turned against him. He was beaten, thrown into a muddy pit to starve, and publicly shamed. At his lowest point, he even cursed the day he was born, crying out in loneliness and despair. He was heartbroken. But here's the incredible part. He never stopped. Even when it felt like his words were disappearing into the wind, even when he was completely alone, he kept speaking the truth. Why? Because that fire God had placed in his heart was impossible to contain. In the end, everything Jeremiah predicted came true. Jerusalem was conquered, the temple was destroyed, and the people were carried off into exile. It was a national tragedy. But Jeremiah's story doesn't end in despair. Woven into all his warnings was a thread of incredible hope. He spoke of a future day when God would make a new covenant, not written on stone tablets, but written on their hearts. A future of restoration, forgiveness, and a love that could never be broken. Jeremiah is known as the weeping prophet because he felt his people's pain so deeply. But his tears were a sign of his immense love. His life is a powerful, gut-wrenching reminder that sometimes the most loving thing you can do is tell the truth, even when it hurts. And that even in our darkest moments when we feel completely broken, there is always a promise of a new dawn.